Hi everyone, so I've had the weirdest day today. Obviously we had the live pregnancy test, which I did, which turned out to be positive, which was just amazing. It was really emotional and I was sort of, I think, still in shock, even though I knew in my head. To actually have it confirmed in front of like thousands of people as well, it was just really crazy. So yeah, I had a really great morning, and then in the afternoon it just took a turn for the worst, and I ended up driving Marco down to hospital because he was struggling with his breathing again. His breathing was really laboured and he was sucking in under his ribs, and he was sort of like sucking in under here as well, and I knew it was quite bad. So halfway down to driving him to the hospital, I thought he'd stop breathing in the car, which was just awful. He went a really funny colour and he was really sort of gasping for breath. So I pulled over in the safest place, obviously, and called for an ambulance, and they were literally with me within like 5 or 10 minutes. They blue lighted to me. I was just sat on the A303 in the petrol station. I'd parked up and everything. The ambulance came to me and yeah, just basically sorted Marco out and said that he needed to go to hospital. So they drove us to Winchester. They didn't blue light us there, but the bloke said that if there was any more traffic then they would have done, because Marco sort of got worse as he was in the ambulance. They could hear him get noisier and noisier with his breathing, and yeah, he was fine in the morning, absolutely fine, playing in his jumperoo, smiling, laughing, really happy. And then all of a sudden, like, it was like somebody just flicked a switch and he just completely changed. It was so weird, so weird. And he was really grumpy, miserable, wouldn't stop crying, and that is not like him at all. So yeah, they ended up bringing us to Winchester Hospital, and they straight away there was like about 10 different professionals around us, and it's so scary when you see people in different coloured coats and, oh dear, can you hear him coughing? Different colour coats and everything like that. It's awful, and people were just like asking you question after question after question, and sticking things on him, shoving things up his nose, and yeah, poor little Mike, it was just horrible again. You think I'd be used to it after being in so many times already, but it's still so horrible to see. Obviously with him being a little bit older this time around as well, I thought that he'd be able to fight it off a bit better. But he's just so wriggly, it's so hard to get stuff on him. He keeps wanting to pull wires off and everything like that. So they've stuck him on high flow tonight, and they've actually put him on 50%, which is quite a lot. But maybe he just needs that extra boost just to help him through the night, because I think your sats tend to drop when you're asleep anyway. So just to sort of help him, because his breathing was like ridiculous. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was just horrible. His tummy was going absolutely huge, but he was really sucking in under his ribs. We are in our own room again, obviously, because they've said it's bronchiolitis or a lower respiratory infection, so it could be contagious. So we are locked away in our own room again, so it is quite lonely. So I thought I would just talk to you guys about it. I'm going to try and get some sleep because I am quite tired. Obviously it's been a bit of an emotional day today, and my like highs and lows, it's been so crazy. So yeah, I'm going to try and get some sleep. Hopefully Marco will settle soon, and I will update you in the morning. Morning guys, I slept well last night, and Marco slept well on the oxygen in the end. He was on 50% for quite a while, and then I think they ended up turning it down. Sorry about my hair, I have not long been up, and I slept in my clothes last night, so yes, I feel disgusting this morning. They ended up taking Marco's oxygen down in the night, which is good because he was obviously handling it quite well. He decided to pull off his oxygen as well, so he's actually doing quite well on his own, but I'll show you what he is like at the minute. Marco, are you going to say hello to everyone? Oh dear. Can you say hello to everyone? Bless you, darling. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better? Hey. Oh, kicking around, look at you. So I think they're going to leave him for a few hours and see how he copes really. I'm hoping to get a shower and change my clothes because I just feel awful. Hospitals are so hot, aren't they? And obviously I slept in my clothes. So yes, I feel minging today. You do, smiley boy. Look at his chin. Oh, poorly boy. Are you poorly boy? You still manage to smile though, don't you? Even when you're poorly. So I have had a shower and I feel a million times better. Washed my hair, although I haven't got a hairdryer or anything like that, but it's fine because I feel clean. So the doctors came around this morning and said Marco's looking really well in comparison to what he did yesterday. So they are just going to keep him monitored today just to sort of see how he goes really. Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you because there's not much else to tell. Although the lady who's on today, the nurse that's looking after Marco, was really sweet, and she found out that I was pregnant and was like, oh, you must order some lunch then, because I'm not the patient, it's usually for the patient only. So she showed me how to do it on Marco's telly, and yeah, so I think I have a fish pie coming, which is nice. I thought that was really sweet because usually they only allow it for the patients, but obviously Marco's not really eating things like that in a minute. So yeah, the lady let me order his food and also dinner if we are still here later. So we have been taken off the machine. Look, there's no wires. We have no wires, we're not attached anymore. So we've been allowed to go in the playroom because apparently we're not in isolation, which is good. So we are just heading to the playroom now. So we've just had the doctor come round and he said that we could possibly go home. So he's just going to speak to the other doctor and just double check. They're going to send us home with like an inhaler type thing to give for the next 48 hours just to help him along a little bit. As you can probably hear, he's still very wheezy and quite crackly and raspy, but hopefully that will help. And they just sort of said then give it after that as and when he needs it. So oh look, right on cue. Right on cue that was. So yeah, hopefully we get to go home, which is really exciting. I was prepared to sort of stay for, well, a whole week because that's what we had to do last time, but no, one night and that's it. He's just decided that overnight he's gonna be fine and he doesn't need the oxygen and he's gonna be all better again. So yeah, that was just one crazy day we had yesterday. So yeah, fingers crossed, discharge, we're going home. Woohoo, we have been given the discharge notes. It was so quick. Apparently they did it this morning because they were like, yeah, he doesn't need to be here. So they have discharged us with like a little inhaler and a like a spacer device. So you put the inhaler on the end and it's like this big tube thing, and then a mask to go over his face. So he has to have that 3 times a day for the next 48 hours, and then just as and when he needs it. So I've spoken to the husband and he's left and he's on his way to pick us up. So I've got half an hour to get all my bits together. It's typical as well because he brought me loads of food today and I've gone and put it all in the fridge, and yeah, he's just stocked up. So I've got so many goodies here, so I just have to take them home and eat them. Yeah, so we are finally going home. It's only been one night. It's really weird. I'm so used to just sort of staying and making myself comfy, but yay, we're back home now, and I've unpacked some of the bags, tidied up because it was messy, and I'm back with the boys. Lorenzo is here just playing on his Thomas game, and Nico is on the trampoline. I don't know if you can see him bouncing away. Yeah. And Marco is down here. He's still wheezing, bless him. But we came home with the puffer and the like spacer type thing to use at home, just to sort of help him out really. So yes, finally we are back home. I'm so pleased. It's crazy how he went from like being really, really poorly to just all of a sudden being okay. He was just a different baby. It's amazing. I'm so glad to be home. Anyway, I hope that is the last of it. So I am going to leave you here because, yeah, there's not much else to say other than we're home and Marco is on the mend. Thanks for watching. Bye.